Yeah.
Boom Shaka Laka, you already know the vibes. Is Monday. Is KVN who run the city. Is T Time is Big Fan Breezy. You already know the vibes. You know what I mean? Yeah, so what's good?
To be honest with you, man, since we've been doing this, I've been trying to follow up with a cool slogan like "Boom Shakalaka," and I can't do it. You know, I tried supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I tried, different things. So I just wanted to ask you, where'd you get the "Boom Shakalaka" from? Like,
Don't know. I just said it, and the rest is history, man.
yeah. I had seen something the other day. They were saying, "Yo, where did this word come from?" It was just on a timeline type activity,
Oh man!
and it was saying the NBA Jam. And I remember from that game too. You remember that game where you catch the jam? Boom,
Boom
shakalaka.
Shakalaka, facts. Yeah, facts. Yeah, yeah. Now I just said it. I don't know. We was sitting at Reflex Radio, starting. I was like, I need something to say to start the show off, and Boom Shakalaka just felt right.
Yeah.
Pause. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. What's up? You want to start? You want me to start?
I
What's up?
mean, what's up with I mean, related to, whatever, man. Y'all the one who got the biggest news, you know what I mean? With the LeBron wearing the New York Knicks towel. Like, I just for one want to say that I don't like it. I don't like it. I
Yeah,
don't know
nasty
what
work.
you make. I don't know what you make of it, and I kind of wanted to start there because that just seems peculiar, strange, weird, awkward. I don't know, because you know LeBron, and if you know LeBron like I know LeBron, he team hops when he wants, So I don't know, man. Talk to me, man. How you felt about that?
All nasty work. All of it. All of it is nasty work. This all started from Stephen A. Smith being on First Take, being a superstar panderer that he is, always crying for somebody to come to New York and save the day, and that's where it started. And it was just him, just telling LeBron pretty much, if you want to win the championship, you pull up to the Knicks. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't. I don't like Stephen A. Smith as a Knicks fan. I don't like the idea of LeBron coming to the Knicks. He had two chances to want to be here, and he dubbed us both times. So stay the fuck over there and suffer in LA, and have your remaining of your career. You probably be struggling to make the playoffs, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. Now, on the other side, do I believe if we made a trade and didn't move any pivotal pieces, LeBron on this team fully healthy, does this make us like our championship chances super high? Like, yes, it does. But so what? I don't care. I got more pride than that. You feel me? I got more pride than that.
Fucking pride.
Yeah, I got more pride than that, bro.
Yeah.
And what you call it? And then and after the Knicks Lakers game, I know the Lakers got their own towels that they carry to games. I know every team does. Or if they don't, they just have if they don't, they just have the NBA towels, right? And for whatever reason, LeBron chose to throw, the Knicks towel over his shoulders. Listen, I don't want you here. There's fans that want LeBron here. They was in the Garden, trying to coerce him to come to the Knicks. I wasn't with it. I'm not one of those guys. I don't like it. Nasty work. But what I really believe is this is my real thought process behind the situation. CCA and Clutch Sports. Clutch Sports is Rich Paul. That's LeBron's guy, LeBron's agent. They just had a meeting to mend the fences because it was a long-standing issue between Leon Rose and Rich Paul and CAA, right? Which stems from Rich Paul's time working at CAA, right?
Okay.
And whatever, they had an issue. They mended that issue over this last week, right? And what you call it? I think that's more of a play. Like what LeBron's doing is more of a play to force the Lakers' hands to try to get him some help over there, some more help because he always need help. And try to get him some more help over there. And I think me personally, I don't think Clutch Sports want to lose any more players because of the OG Anunoby situation where OG left Clutch Sports to go to CAA because he wanted to be a Knick, right? But that's how I just feel. I just feel like that's a ploy for them to get LeBron more help and for them not to lose any more players that want to come to the Knicks. I'm keeping my eye on the DeJounte Murray situation. Uh, but yeah, LeBron to New York, nasty work. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. Most of this is and this is why I say it's not gonna happen because Rich Paul, literally after Stephen A. said that, got on the next show on ESPN, called into the next show on ESPN to tell ESPN LeBron is not asking for a trade and he's not going to be traded. So let's just lay that all to rest. You heard? And shout out to everybody in the chat. What JJ talking about? Champion window is possibly 2 rather than championship. Nah, nah, nah. LeBron ain't coming to New York, JJ. He's not. Let's forget it. He's not. Yeah, I'll land the plane there.
Yo, listen, it is. I heard it from you. You a Knick fan. That's all I need to hear. For the most part, I don't care. But this DeJounte Murray, I care. I need y'all to fall all the way back. We need DeJounte Murray way more than y'all do because this Simmons played less than 10 games and half the season is we finished the first half of the season already. So that being said, nah, I ain't jacking that. Y'all need to fall all the way back because, like I said, Cam Thomas is better than Grimes. And if Cam Thomas was on the Knicks, which he's not going to be on the Knicks, but if he was at the 2 guard, y'all wouldn't need a DeJounte Murray. We needed DeJounte Murray because Ben Simmons didn't play more than 10 games this season. That is more than a coach adjustment. That is a coach adjustment, and now we got to play this way. That's not okay. We'll play this way until Ben Simmons get back. He played. I think he played 6 games straight. When I remember the beginning of the season, I know he started the season, but I don't know if he played 6 games straight. I believe he did, but nah. I know the Nets are known for ramping up, and case in point is a lot of fans want to side with the reason why our record is the way it is because Ben Simmons isn't in the lineup. I'm not jacking that. We could be a better team without Ben Simmons. That being said, I think that's more of how you say capping. Now, that being said, I feel like DeJounte Murray playing the point, he can do exactly what he wants to do. He'll have enough touches. He could run the point. He ain't going to be nobody there trying to take his starting spot for the point guard. His competition would be DSJ and Ben Simmons. The truth is that Ben Simmons is more on paper than he is on the actual team. The same happened with the trio between Harden, KD, and Kyrie, which they only play 16 games. And it's on pace for Ben Simmons to only play 16 games this season. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but we'll see, right? I said that to say that DeJounte Murray is somebody who is a reliable player, not just a talented one. If we get DeJounte Murray in the rotation, I imagine he plays more the games than not. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching him this since the beginning of the season. I think he's been injured once or twice tops. He's been healthy majority of the season. Maybe even with the new CBA rule, maybe even clearing a 65 game standard that they have now. So, case in point is the Nets need the DeJounte Murray way more than the Knicks do. Need y'all to relax. Y'all already did a whole bunch of things this offseason. Nets fans is on the edge of their seat because of the eighth, waiting for Sean Moss to do something. Haven't seen anything, but you know, I don't want. I'll land a plane there, and I get back to
it. The Knicks get DeJounte Murray. I'm calling. We're going to the finals. If we get DeJounte Murray. If y'all get DeJounte Murray, y'all still probably gonna be a playing team.
No, but hold on. Y'all got the draft picks to give Atlanta. They're asking for 2 first-round draft picks.
Bro, we got 1 billion draft picks, bro. We got
first round.
Yeah,
first round.
Absolutely. We got I think we got 7 in the next 5 years, or no, 7 in the next 4 or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, Knicks fans correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean, I think we got 7 in the next 4, or it could be more than that. I don't remember. But yeah, we definitely got the draft picks, and yeah, I think DeJounte Murray takes the Knicks to the finals. He'll be able. People say that he don't play well at the 2. You look at his numbers; he's playing phenomenal this year. He's averaging 20 points a game. I think he's averaging 7 assists or something like that. He's shooting almost 50% from the field, 40% from 3. He's playing really well at the 2. For him to be he can play off ball. That is not the issue. The issue with Atlanta is that team plays no defense. He plays defense really well, but the rest of the team don't. You feel me? I think the best defenders is him and Clint Capella, and that's it. Everybody else, garbage on defense. And that's the problem. That team in Atlanta could put up points. They're putting up $120 every game, bro. They're putting up $120 plus every game. They just can't stop nobody. They're putting up $120 plus, but they giving up $125. You feel me? That's how they're losing games. And with the Knicks, he'll be able to go and move to the point and run the second unit when JB is getting his rest. So it'll be a beautiful fit. If DeJounte Murray wants to win, he's going to tell Rich Paul, make sure I land in the Knick uniform. You know what I mean? Make sure I land in the Knick uniform. Because I heard LA fell out the race for DeJounte Murray as well. They was in the race. I heard they fell out the race too. So we'll see. We got 3 more days? 3 more days. Let's make it happen. Let's make some moves. And I'm not. And the crazy part is, I'm not mad if we stay pat, bro. If we stay pat, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I still got us going to the Eastern Conference Finals when we're healthy. So either way, I'm not mad. But DeJounte makes us a final team.
When y'all get Randall back?
They said they will reevaluate him in 2 to 3 weeks. That was a few days ago. I don't know if that was a whole week ago that we got that news. So about 2 to 3 weeks, he get reevaluated. So I'm saying anywhere from a month. He should be back in a month.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just read this comment. Jack City goes, Breezy is a mean guy. I'm telling you. ... You want to see Murray in another losing situation? Bro, I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't think that he helps. I think he helps the Brooklyn Nets to be a winning team. I think what Mikal Bridges need is to leave all creating off the handle responsibilities to a point guard like a DeJounte Murray. You put DeJounte Murray on this team, the whole entire game, Mikal Bridges could play off ball. Again, the significance of that is the difference between someone who handles the ball, huh? Yeah, I thought y'all was gonna give me someone who handles the ball is that they could get to any spot they want because they can handle the ball, right? Handling the ball. But someone off the ball is a player that can get to their spots without being dribbling the ball to get there. So all players can get to their spot dribbling the ball to get there. Mikal Bridges, just because he's not the best at getting to his spots dribbling the ball to get there, but he excels at being an off-ball player. He could get to a lot of different spots and knock down the shot. He could knock down the midi, he could knock down the 3. He could do a lot of things, especially when he's playing off ball. So if he's in a situation where DeJounte Murray is playing the point, Cam Thomas at the 2, Mikal Bridges at the 3, which we've been winning that way because DFS and Daron Sharp got hurt, so they kind of changed the lineup. And Cam Thomas been in there. He scored 40 the other night in a win. He gets a lot of criticism saying that he only scored big in a loss, but again, he shot over 50%. And I remember having this conversation with T-Time, which he said there's no smoke, so I'm not poking at anything you said because you just said that last week. But one of the first critiques in his rookie season is, can he shoot at is he a volume shooter? Does he? Yeah, he's going to score. Does it take 23 shots for him to get 23 points like Dame Lillard the other night? Whatever. So case in point is he shot at a high clip. He shot at over 50%, and he scored more of his baskets with field goals. There's a lot of quote unquote superstars that they score big, and it's really because of the free throw line. Again, Dame Lillard, I think he had like 37, and then he did it with like 13 to 15 free throws, something crazy like that. And Cam Thomas, they played, and I think he dropped 40 on them, and he had like 5 free throws. He was 4 for 5 that time. So I said that to say that, this roster could be good adding a DeJounte Murray. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see it happen. I don't think DeJounte Murray is a Atlanta Hawk for the rest of the season. Something fitting to happen. You know what I'm saying? Something is fitting to happen. And, that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah. This is, for some teams, this is an exciting part of the year, trade deadline. Everybody's paying close attention to their phones, waiting for them Woj bombs and waiting for Shams to report. And it's Monday. We might see some stuff happen today.
It's first day of business, first business day of the week.
Yeah, we might see some things happen tomorrow. But Wednesday is where we really gonna see what's going down. But yeah, like Wednesday is the mad dash. A lot of teams be trying to play hardball until the final hour, and we're gonna see.
What about your predictions? Can we get into the predictions? How good were you last week with your predictions?
We lost one, so I'm pretty sure we was gonna sweep. I said we was gonna sweep the week, but yeah, we lost one to the Lakers. That's another reason why I don't want LeBron, because he do sucker shit like how he did this week. Him and AD rested the whole week to play the Knicks. They decided not to play against. Now this is facts.
That's crazy.
There's no cap. Like you.
I know he didn't play versus Boston. There was a lot of flack behind that.
Yeah, him nor AD. Luckily they got the win against Boston, because this is hypothetically how I think their mind was. Yo, we probably not gonna beat Boston, so let's rest. The Knicks are hurt. That's a good chance for us to get a W because they're not at full strength, and that's exactly what they did. They rested the whole week, and they came and played, the short-staffed Knicks. And we still should have won that game. Me being perfectly honest, we still should have won that game.
So hold on. When you say short staff, what do you mean? Like, okay, so Randall's out. Who else?
Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, OG Anunoby.
OG? What happened with
OG? Elbow inflammation. OG Anunoby and Quentin Grimes. You know what I mean? Wow. That's 4 pivotal rotation players, 3 of them being starters. And Quentin Grimes, who comes off the bench and plays, solid minutes for us. We got Malachi Flynn pulling up and playing minutes. You don't never get no PT. That's how you know it's real. You know what I mean?
I didn't know he was on your team, so you mentioned it.
Yeah, we got Precious Achua playing almost 40 minutes. Like that's not supposed to happen.
You feel me? Been playing in that work.
Huh?
Precious been playing good.
Oh no, listen, I ain't got no smoke for Precious. I'm just saying, like normally
Precious, right?
Normally he wouldn't be getting that much minutes, and I feel we still should have won that game. And there's another thing in that game that the media was trying to spin, saying that the Lakers played such great defense on Jalen Brunson. Son still had 36, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds on almost 50% shooting. Well, what great defense? Who they lock up? What happened in that game, and the reason why the Lakers won is that our supporting cast, who up until that game have been playing really well, you know, didn't show up like that, except for Dante DiVincenzo. Everybody else kind of didn't have a great game uh, offensively, and that's what the game was. It's just in the clutch when our supporting cast was stepping up all this time. They just didn't step up that game. We should have won that game, but LeBron James and AD are suckers for resting the whole entire week just to play the injured Knicks. That's sucker shit. And then want to act like I did something. Come on, bro. We was full, and not making excuses because I said we still should have won that game. But if we was full staff, we would have blew them out. It wouldn't even been close. It would have been a 20-plus point victory all day.
I hear you. I'm not gonna lie, man. The Brooklyn Nets, they've been playing better, man. Ben Simmons, he do help the team. I ain't gonna front, but he not there enough for me to, you know what I mean, be on it like that. Shout to Dwayne F. Hubbard. Shout to you.
What's good, dude?
Shout to Tune In One Sports. Shout out to the Knicks Cavs winning B top 3 without y'all. Oh, word.
Y'all not gonna be there for long, gang. Don't worry.
Oh shit. Yeah, shout out to Tune In One Sports. He's the Cleveland Cavalier content creator I was telling you about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We played the Cleveland Cavaliers the first game of the season. I've been trying to link with him since then, man. Shout out to him, man. He be showing big love. Shout out to you, bro. Subscribe to his channel, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, again, listen, and to you, we a team, the Brooklyn Nets, that don't need, in my opinion, Donovan Mitchell because of Cam Thomas. I think they starting to smell of Folgers, starting to wake up, starting to realize you can't put him on a bench. Jacque Vaughn answered the question, in my opinion, not emphatically excited about, Eric Slater, who's my guy. Eric Slater is the reporter for the Brooklyn Nets, and he asks Jacque Vaughn questions the fans need to know. He said to Jacque Vaughn, is it true that Cam Thomas did enough to be in the starting lineup from now on? Jacque Vaughn said, I don't know. We got Ben Simmons, DFS, and Day'Ron Sharpe. Cam Thomas could play in any rotation, head scratcher. Realistically, Jacque Vaughn, we all know Cam Thomas should be the starting 2 guard, and we should move Mikal Bridges to the 3 because that's his natural position. But I'm just big fan Breezy. Case in point is, I've been a villain for saying all of this, but it's true. The pick and roll is one of the better offenses in the NBA, and Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton, they run it together nicely. Give Cam Thomas a situation where he got a pass threat in Nick Clax. He's a lob threat. You give him that on a regular basis, we ain't gonna have no trouble scoring the ball. And as much as Ben Simmons like to contribute, you Ben Simmons Glazers. He only played 19 minutes and 14 minutes. So yes, his productivity was needed. It was necessary, but don't overlook the real franchise player of this team. Yes, if Sean Marks wants to do right by the Brooklyn Nets and the Brooklyn Nets fans when he missed on keeping Jared Allen, if you want to make right and say, yeah, I miss what not having Karis LeVert, shout to the Cleveland content, shout to Tune In One Sports. Those are draft picks by us. If you want to say, I want to make it up, you keep Cam Thomas, you build around him, you see the duo potential between him and Mikal Bridges. Cam Thomas, he knows, and he's ready. He only should sit behind KD and Kyrie. That's the only thing justifiable. Anything else is it's just, it's ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, it doesn't spell winning. It's not like we had him on the bench and then we had a situation where we were winning that way. No, that's not the case. He's not Jamal Crawford. He's better than that. He's not Lou Will. He's not Lemon Pepper Lou. He's better than that. He's better than every bench. He's a better scorer than every bench player you're going to mention. You heard what I said. He's a starter in the NBA. Start that man. Listen, at the end of the day, We 20-28. What we got to lose? Just play the game, man, and play it right. The fans deserve to see us compete. The city was electric last time both teams went to the playoffs. The Nets was part of that, part of starting that, bringing the winning culture back to the playoffs, at least getting there. And we want to continue that. And if y'all want to continue that, y'all take his career serious. I see y'all sign him as much as y'all can sign him, but y'all might want to get him the real. You know what I'm saying? Let them know, like, yo, we really need you here. You know what I'm saying? And build around them. And I, without going on a long rant, which I kind of did, I just want to say, if you're a Nets fan, you know it's real that our team has been successful with explosive guards. Jason Kidd, Kenny Anderson, Stephon Marbury, and now Cam Thomas. Build around Cam Thomas, and I could see the play in. I think we could be in it. The playoffs looking kind of far, but we could get closer. I don't think we stay where we at the entire season. I think we become a better team, and I'll segue into the injuries that's happening around the league. You got the 76ers. I think they continue to play a good brand of basketball, but I think they slip from a playoff team to a fighting playing team. That 6, 7, 8 seed this season is going to be tough. I'm not in conversations to have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seed conversations. I'll leave that for tea time and things. I know my place as a Nets fan. But what I will say is this: us being a playout team, that's not going to happen. Either a playing team or a playoff team. And by next week, when we pull up next week for the next podcast, we already know we're going to know about the trades and this and that and how much what happened and didn't happen. And the Nets are going to win from then till now. Yeah, we're gonna have a winning. We got Golden State, Dallas, and I'll check the other teams. But that's a back. We play. Okay, we play. But when? What day? The Cavs win. Yep. What day? Thursday. Oh, we beating the Cavs. Oh, I'm glad he hit. Oh, we gotta link up. So I can tell you how we gonna whoop that. We gonna whoop y'all, man. I'm telling you. We gonna be 2-1. So hold on. I don't know. We think we're coming back Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think we 2-1.
Y'all play the Warriors today. Y'all got a good chance of beating the Warriors today. Oh, yeah. I give you that. Mm-hmm. The Mavs depends on which Luka pull up.
Is Kyrie there?
I don't know. I think he's going. If he can, he's playing that game. He's playing that game.
I want to. Yeah, he hurt until he come to Brooklyn, right? Okay, let me see. I know how that go.
He gonna play that game. If he able to play, oh man, look out! Kyrie dropping 50. If I'm taking Kyrie for 35 plus that game. I'm putting my money on Kyrie 35 plus if he plays the Nets.
Cam Thomas outscored Maxey the other day. Cam Thomas might drop 40 on Kyrie. Stop playing with me, man.
Listen,
Kyrie can't guard Cam Thomas. Maybe we can't guard him, but he cannot guard Cam Thomas. That's for sure.
Listen,
absolutely.
They can't guard each other, right? But I got more faith in Kyrie going crazy than I got in Cam Thomas. It's just because Kyrie just has a longer proven history of being a bucket. And that's just simple. There's no smoke to Cam Thomas. Just Kyrie just got a longer proven history of being a bucket and doing amazing shit. But yeah, I don't think I'm beating the Cavs, but that's just me. Anyway, I'm just waiting, biding my time till my team start getting back healthy. I love the way we've been playing since, even though we've been hurt. You know what I mean? We've still been playing really good basketball, and that's a testament to this team and the defense that we play and tough hustle and grit. That game against the Indiana Pacers was one that is like a flagship game. Being down by like 16 for most of the game, and then coming back and beating those guys the way that we did. Jalen Brunson is the absolute monster. Definitely should be an MVP candidate. conversations because he's a problem. He's a problem. I see the defense they try to put on my man JB. I see they always trying to put quote unquote a bigger guy on JB. And none of that works. None of that works. He's still handing out crazy work. I don't care if he but he said, I don't care if you well Holmes said, I don't care if you 6'5" 4 on Manu size. Don't care, bro. We getting buckets. You feel me? JB. Listen, man. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Yeah, JB should definitely be an MVP candidate. That's what I wanted to talk about. Since you mentioned the top 4 through 3 conversation. Tune in sports. You got to worry about getting a win tonight. Y'all play the Kings. If y'all lose tonight, y'all go right back to the 4th place, and the Knicks go back to 3rd place. So don't get too happy in 3rd place, good brother. That's all I'm saying.
When the next time y'all play? When the next time y'all play?
I don't even know next time we play the Cavs.
I hope y'all both lose.
I'll check. And we still only 1 game behind the Bucks. You know what I mean? So 2 seed is looking like a real possibility for the Knicks. And the top 4 seeds, the races, the top 1, they got a 5-game advantage on the 6th seed. The 2nd seed, excuse me. They got a 5-game advantage on the 2nd seed. But the whatchamacallit, the 4th seed is only 1 game behind the 2nd seed. So it's not impossible for somebody to catch the Celtics, but it's unlikely, right? And this coming week, where's the games? Because I pulled it up. Hold on. This coming week, we got a pretty decent schedule. We play the Grizzlies tomorrow, the Mavericks, the Pacers. We play after we come back. When the next time we play the Cavs? Well, don't play the Cavs till March 3rd. That's a long time between then and now. We should definitely be more healthy, and we get the W. Yeah, we get the W. You said Knicks and Cavs are the hottest team. Yep, that's facts. We both 9-1. That is definitely a fact. We both 9-1. The Knicks just lost a 9-game losing streak. I would have loved to see it go to 10, but can't be mad at 9. Can't be mad at 9.
It wasn't a losing streak, trust me. You said 9-game losing streak. It was a winning streak.
No, I said no. We had a 9-game winning streak and we lost.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a 9-game winning streak and we lost. But you can't be mad at 9. The Bucks is looking real shaky out here. They looking real.
I'm gonna tell you, upset. They gonna fuck around and they gonna get upset. They got swept by Miami. What Batman says, Superman. He said, "I want to know if you bleed." Yo, listen.
Yo.
Remember. Listen. I'm telling you, that team. Nah. From again, where I'm at, having that close game with them, bruh. I'm calling it now. The Brooklyn Nets gonna mess around and upset somebody in the playoffs. I think we get into a play-in situation and make the playoffs. That's how I think is the season looking for us right now. Like, we're not gonna be a playoff team. We're gonna play well enough, to be a play-in team for sure, for certain, for sure and for certain. But I don't know if we make it to. I think we remain a play-in team. I don't think we get past that 7-6. I don't know if we go from 7-6, but I do think we are a strong playing team. At best, we don't, whatever that playing tournament situation is, where how they do the games or whatever, we'll probably be in the best situation that has, like, for the play in. I think so. We'll be the 7th seed at max. That's just my opinion. Maybe I want to be wrong. I love to be 6th seed. But with Embiid out, I don't see them just holding that playoff spot. You talking about the Cavs being able to toggle 3rd or 4th seed in 1 game? bro, that's close. It don't get no closer than that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how close 1 and 2 is. We could pull it up. You know what I
1
mean?
and 2. The Bucks is 5 games behind the Celtics. Celtics is number 1. It's a 5-game gap.
Yeah, that 5-game gap is strong right there.
Where I don't see the Celtics going on any extended losing streaks. It'll take a mighty effort from a team to keep on going on win streaks, 5-game win streak, a loss, 6-game win streak, a loss, for them to try to catch the Celtics. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like that's the only way that's going to happen, and that's
so you
tough.
You don't see the Knicks possibly doing that. You don't see even the Cavaliers close.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible, but it's highly improbable. You know what I mean? It's highly improbable because they're not playing bad basketball, the Celtics, bro. Like it aside from them having major injuries, I don't see anybody catching them, right? But the second seed the second seed is looking real obtainable for both the for both the Knicks and the Cavs. The Cavs is a half a game behind the Bucks, and we a game behind the Bucks. So, yeah.
No, I just wanted to continue this conversation because I wanted to be specific. And when I see the Brooklyn Nets in that 10th spot, I think we take that from Atlanta, especially with all of the commotion going on, just a lot of upheaval and trouble. When there's no locker room chemistry or continuity, I tend to think there's going to be a bad team. When you look at Atlanta, I'm there the example, and then the good example, I guess, would be the Knicks, right? Because of the whole Villanova College teammates. So case in point is you've got teammates where there's a lot of commotion in the locker room with the Atlanta Hawks. Then you got teammates that's good and they a better team. So that's my point. That being said, I think we take 10th seed, no problem. Chicago, I just don't think they got what it takes to be a playing team. I just think Zach LaVine getting hurt, it's not going to be enough in the tank from those other guys to Patrick Williams, if you will. To step up and be the guy. I think we take that spot from the Chicago Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks. Miami at the 8th seed, I'm not sure why they 26 and 24, to be honest. Orlando Magic, they got Scary Terry. They're supposed to be so much better. We'll see. Maybe that's what happens, in my opinion. Maybe Miami gets better and Philly gets worse because of, like you said, the major injury in Joel Embiid. From what I hear, he's going to be out quite some time.
It might be the rest of the season, pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't want to, say that, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. That being said, I don't think they hold 5th seed. You know what I mean? You got Indiana right there. You got Orlando right there. And Miami is not that far behind with 4 games. Now, I'll just say this. With Boston Celtics up 5 games in 1st seed, it's not the same temperature as Philly's being up 4 games versus Miami because of the major injury in the Joel Embiid. So yeah, I just think the standards are going to shake up. You could count on the Brooklyn Nets being the 7th or 8th seed pretty soon, bro. And we 7 games behind. Now I won't say pretty soon because there's 7 games behind. So I'll say by the end of February, I think we definitely a playing team, a solid playing team.
It's 5 5 games behind the Miami Heat. Y'all 6 games behind the Orlando Magic. You're not catching the Orlando Magic or the Miami Heat. So get that out your mind. Like, you're not catching them. They're not playing horrible basketball, but they're not playing great basketball. You feel me? And I don't see neither team dropping below 500 or coming close to that. Now, I don't think
Miami 2 games for 500.
Huh? Yeah, I don't see them dropping below 500. I don't.
Okay.
I don't see them dropping below 500. I think Atlanta is more realistic for y'all catching Atlanta or the Bulls. That's more realistic for y'all. But do I think it's going to happen? Do I think it's going to happen? I don't know. I need to see more from the Nets. You feel me? Like, I'm not convinced. You feel me? Because y'all got a couple solid wins, but even a broke clock is right twice a day. You feel
Mhm.
me? So I got to see more. You know what I mean? For I'll be like I could catch those guys. I don't have no faith in your coach. The only two people I really have faith in on your team is Mikal Bridges and Cam Thomas. Other than that, I I don't think outside of that your coach is trash. The rest of your team is subpar. I don't know. I don't know if y'all turn this around. Uh, y'all gonna need Ben Simmons to do more than just rebound and pass the ball. Like, gotta at least look at the hoop, homie. Because when teams start getting the notion that, oh, he's not gonna shoot, bro. He's not gonna try to shoot. He don't even want to look at the hoop. Why are we guarding him this way? It's gonna be a different story. You know what I mean?
I mean, he
Go.
plays for his max is 19, 20 minutes. You know, we definitely can make him integral in all of our winning. We can't let this ship sink or swim. You know what I mean? Or no, we can't depend or rely on him to be the reason why we win or lose. We can't. I mean, he played 8 games out of what? 48. So that's
Yeah.
4 games without
And
him.
in my opinion, he gonna be out soon again because he
Yeah, no,
just playing.
he just missed the game.
Yeah, I know.
He
He
missed in
played
this
one
game.
game and was out. Yeah. He,
Back lower back maintenance, which
he,
I
you know,
understand that. But if that was the case, it would have been like he would have played like 20 something games out of 48. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Miss one game, play one game. I could tolerate that.
He
But
he
this is just he's unhinged.
he's
His
playing. He's playing
PTO is
enough.
crazy.
He's playing it. He's out tonight. It's crazy. Somebody said he's out tonight. That's crazy.
Mm,
Um.
yeah.
Uh. He's playing just enough so he keep getting paid, bro. You know what I mean? Just enough so he can keep getting paid, and that's nasty work. If you don't want to be a basketball player no more, then find something else to do. But I get it too. You can't retire because you won't get paid. That's a lot of money to leave on the table. Almost $40 million for the next two. What? Almost $80 million for 2 years for the next 2 years because his contract's up next year, right?
Nah, I think we got one more suffering year with it.
So y'all got three. Y'all got 3 years left with the boy.
Hold on, let me check the pain. I try to avoid things that hurt me, T-Time.
Yeah.
But if I must, I just think at the end of the day, what do you want us to root for? Like, we as fans tired of seeing players on paper. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like they on the team,
And
but it's just on paper. They're not actually playing
and the
basketball.
thing,
I'm tired of that shit. For real.
the thing about Ben Simmons that hurt y'all the most is how much cap he's consuming. It really handcuffs what you guys could do because he's making so much money. You know, like,
Yeah, next year he be 28 and he be making 40 million in his last year.
yeah. Oh, that's his last year. Next year, yeah, he
Yeah,
really
but in the year after that, he's a free agent,
yeah,
unrestricted free agent.
yeah. But he,
That's,
like nobody's trading for Ben Simmons right now, so y'all stuck with that contract, and it really handcuffs what moves y'all can make. Even though Sean Marks is a trash GM anyway, uh, it still hinders what he could do. Yo, Sean Marks got to get fired, man. This is ridiculous. It's nasty work. I'm waiting to see what he does because it's a running joke with me on my end. I'm waiting to see what he does before the trade deadline because I'm interested because he makes bad choices. He makes bad choices. He did some good drafting. I give him that. He
he's a
drafts
good
well.
person. Yeah.
He drafts well because he drafted uh 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 what's the Afro? He drafted the Fro. He drafted Karis LeVert. He drafted Cam Thomas. Those are good picks. Excuse me. Yeah, thank you. Those are good pickups. Like I got no smoke for him on drafting, but trade wise, awful, 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 horrible,
Wow.
horrible. What he gave up for James Harden, awful. What he gave up to get Ben Simmons, well, he he didn't give up much to get Ben Simmons back. But just getting Ben Simmons on a team when you know he got a back injury, hasn't played that whole season. I understand you wanted to get James Harden out of Brooklyn, and he only wanted to go. But nah, I was like, yo, either you got to go somewhere else or you staying here because we not taking Ben Simmons, bro. That would have been a conversation. You got
My
to
thing
go.
was, yeah, now I feel you. I got my own critique on Sean Marks, but continue.
Yeah, I would have told James Harden either you got to go somewhere else or what you call it, or you stay in here. You gonna suffer, and we gonna suffer too, because I'm not taking Ben Simmons. Knowing what you saw from Ben Simmons in the prior playoffs, knowing that he had quote unquote mental issues going into the season and hasn't showed up to practice that whole season, I'm not trading for that guy, especially making the kind of money he making. That's a problem. You know what I mean? We would have had to try to find another solution. But uh, uh, Sean Marks took the easy way out. Like he tried to do that whole KD and Kyrie situation instead of keeping and building a comprehensive team around both of them. He traded for James Harden to make a quick fix and an easy run at a championship, and it backfired. You know what I mean? Sean Marks is a war criminal. He needs to be arrested for his crimes. Fire that man.
Listen, man. Again, I got my own. I feel like Sean Marks. He is a good drafter, and this is just what I heard as a recent. Fluky said in the comments earlier. He said, what he say? He said, T-Town looked like he finna do a robbery. And you was talking. I ain't want to say nothing, but I'm like, man, this dude got all them boogers in his nose, man. He can't go nowhere quietly, man. Either if you somewhere hiding behind a bush, they just hear somebody sniffling. They like, yo, what you doing over there, man?
Yeah,
So he ain't
yeah.
doing that.
I got year long allergies, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. You was telling me that the allergies they bother you.
Yeah.
I was saying Claritin was good, but I don't know for real.
Zyrtec, Claritin. You gotta take Claritin before you get allergies. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Before, like if I know I'm going outside into the wildlife, I'm taking the Claritin. If I'm already in the allergies, I'm taking Zyrtec. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. You know what I
Right.
mean?
No, I was saying that Sean Marks, I hear they trying to Royce O'Neal, DFS, and Spencer because age-wise they 30. So they just looking at it like contracts. And that's my thing with the Harden Ben Simmons thing. It was like they were trading contracts opposed to players. Now, Ben Simmons theoretically would be a good fit. A lot of fans said that, even T-Time and Nick fans said that. But again, you got to be available. You got. I mean, he show up the games. He even went to Paris
Getting
internationally,
jiggy,
traveling
getting
with.
jiggy,
You know what I'm saying?
getting
Like,
jiggy.
so he's healthy enough to travel. You know what I mean? But he's not healthy enough to hoop.
Yo, hold on. Can I interject real quick about the Paris thing?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a long ass flight. It's a long ass flight, and I know their planes may have better seats. You feel me? I've seen them, but they don't have that much better seats than commercial flights. The planes that they be flying on, I've seen them,
Hmm.
right? And if you got back issues, to be sitting up in a plane for however many hours that flight is, if you got back issues, that's not good.
Yeah,
So
I want to
you
be on my couch if I like. I
So
ain't.
if you well enough to take that flight from Paris, from the US to Paris, you well enough to play basketball.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I can't. Again, like I said, if we as fans, we tired of just seeing players on paper. We actually want to see them play basketball. Shout out to Tune In on Sports. And again, if you're not a Nets fan, you don't know the intricate details on what that big three was. They only had 16 games together, and that was that one season that he came before the trade deadline, Harden, which was a bad trade. And then when they got together, it wasn't like they even played together for real. Like they played 16 games together, including the playoffs. So imagine that. You know what I mean? So, again, like I said, the real duos or trios are the players that actually play together for a long time. Murray, Jokic, that's a real duo. Bam and Butler, that's a real duo. To the point,
no, I disagree with that.
But they play many games together. Consider them like, okay, even if they not considered quote unquote duo, they run their teams and they are the focal point of that team. So they play X amount of games together with both of them being healthy. That didn't really happen for the Nets. With Mikal Bridges being healthy all of the time and Cam Thomas looking like he definitely is a healthy player for the most part, I think we could see them become a strong duo. Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges look good out there together, man.
So
the duo is not Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges. It's not. It's Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges. That's what it is.
And that's another reason why your organization is got they sat on, because they allowed these things to happen. Sean Marks traded for injured KD that knew he wasn't going to be able to play a whole year of basketball. I mean, he signed him. He didn't trade him. He signed an injured KD that he knew wasn't going to be able to play for a whole year of basketball. That's Sean Marks' fault. Then
we wasn't mad though. We was all right with that.
I get it, but this goes into why they didn't play a lot of games. This is the point that I'm getting at. Why they didn't play a lot of games together. So you got a whole season wasted of no KD and Kyrie because KD's hurt the whole year, right? Then the following year, the organization proceeded to let Kyrie do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Whatever he wanted to do. I'm not showing up today. I'm going to Canada to party. I'm not showing up today. Like, Kyrie was picking when he wanted to play basketball. Again, that is the organization's fault. Because what the organization was supposed to do, I'm finding you next time you don't pull up to the game, homie. Like, we pay you to play basketball, not to chill. In Toronto, in the middle of a pandemic? You feel me? Like,
I'll be right back.
you get fly with Drake? You feel me? Like, if we out here playing basketball games. So some of that had to do with injury, but some of that also had to do with the organization not holding their players accountable to play games and taking a risk on an injured player like KD. I said this before KD even came to the Nets. If y'all rewind, I was like, I don't want, if you on Knicks ish, I said I didn't want KD because having an injury like that usually just leads to more injuries. And that's why I didn't want KD on the Knicks after he tore his Achilles. Mm-hmm. And I was proven right. He was 10 years in net. He kept on getting, one of them was a freak injury. Somebody ran into his knee. You know what I mean? But for the most part, like, and even till today, he's still getting injured quite often. You feel me? Which wasn't really the case in his career before that point. But yeah. Mm-hmm. So the only reason why I'm giving pushback, because I don't like this narrative that you're trying to push about their time there. Your organization built that team. The organization failed. I don't like the nasty work that they only played a few games together. That's the organization's fault.
No, I'm not saying it's not their fault. But again, when you hear 2-in-1 Sports 1, he'll say that. But I'm bringing context to what he's talking about. I mean, I'm talking 44 games with KD and Kyrie in 3 seasons. All other duos that I mentioned played 44 games together in the same season. It took them 3 seasons to play 44 games together. As a Nets fan, we even get what we paid for. You know what I'm saying? Like you selling us short, for lack of better words. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this ain't enough. This ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you, come on, man. So in that next season, yeah, I was bigging them up, hoping they could do something. They got swept, bruh. Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, you know, they did give KD an ovation the other day, and Devin Booker did hit the celebration in front of Mikal Bridges at home. Like, yeah. All I'm saying is, as a player, Mikal Bridges, be more competitive. Don't think that we entertain because you hit a 3-pointer. We entertain by seeing the Brooklyn Nets win. Okay. We
Yeah.
20 to 28. You doing this, we ain't celebrating with you. We like, we got you still the game ain't over yet. Why you celebrating? This is a fan base that wants to win. We never got it. Like fans love to tell us and remind us, we never got an NBA championship. This is your opportunity. The Nets always to the thing T Tom was saying about the injury. That's the Nets MO. They always giving opportunities to injured players to come back and do the best of their career. I'm telling you, bro. TJ Warren, Ed Sumner, KD, Kyrie,
Dennis Smith Jr.
DSJ. Yo, I could continue, bro.
Yeah.
But more my conversation is we tired of that. The Nets fans ain't happy. You think yo, I'm being honest. I do not want to see the Knicks get to the playoffs without the Nets going to the playoffs. That shit is hell for a Nets fan, bro. Like, yeah, of course I'm gonna hold it down. Of course I'm gonna come to work, do the podcast with this Knicks fan tea time. But at the end of the day, listen, Nets fans deserve better. And you could do that by letting Cam Thomas just give him the keys. Say, yo, Cam Thomas, we were wrong. We gave Mikal Bridges the keys. Listen, y'all teammates ain't necessarily your keys. Y'all can share the car. You know what I'm saying? y'all shared it with. And that's what, Cam Thomas was saying in the post-game interview. He said, yo, we play off each other. He'll play off me when I'm hot. I'll play off him when he hot, that kind of thing. And I like that conversation because it shows the IQ from basketball from Cam Thomas. And he's smart, man. He's a wise player. I like what he brings to the Brooklyn Nets, and I think we could get back to being a 500 ball club. But we got to do it now, and I think it starts with Golden State. Last week I was wrong about, I guess, being 3-0. I think I want to get into the predictions because I don't know how long T-Tom got. Let me see. I think we got to play, like you say, Golden State, the Dallas and the Cavs, and I think we be back on Saturday. So,
Yeah.
I definitely think that we could beat Golden State tonight. I think they got Steph. And Steph is playing as hard as he could play. But if the other players, is not stepping up, we gonna win those games. You know what I'm saying? We gonna win a game. I could see us getting better and going in forward. Far as if the superstar gonna go off, we'll live with that. We could tolerate that long as we could stop everybody else. We're not gonna let one player beat us like we did early in the season with a Donovan Mitchell and Luka as examples. I think we win that. I want us to beat Dallas. When I checked the injury report, I actually forgot to check Dallas. I had checked ours. And we're good. They say Day'Ron Sharpe is going to be back soon. They said they're going to check on him February 8th to see what's going on with him. So look forward to that. DFS is out to the 6th. Ben Simmons is out. And let's see. Kyrie, no, he's healthy. They say game time decision. To me, when I see that mean he's healthy. But
it's a thumb injury too, so it ain't nothing crazy. So
yeah. He might be shy to take jumpers, but Kyrie is Kyrie. I wouldn't underestimate him. That being said, I think we definitely I want us to come back 3-0 next week, but I give us 2-1 for sure. I give us 2-1.
2-1. Who's the loss?
Hold on. The loss, I would say probably Dallas is if Kyrie is there, but we might go 3-0 because they don't got defense like that, and we could score with them with Cam Thomas. I wanted to say this before I land the plane is that I heard the other day Cam Thomas said it was really good to beat the 76ers because this team kept beating us a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I hope the same thing with the Cavs because the Cavs been beating us since we beat them to knock them out the play-in. When we played that game versus the Cavs and that with KD and Kyrie, and we beat them to get to the playoffs and knock them out, I think that's the last time we beat them. I don't even remember the last time we beat Cleveland. So it'll be good to see us beat Cleveland and come back this Saturday 3-0. That's what I'm hoping for. But I got us 2-1. And if I had to get a loss, it'd be versus Dallas. But I ain't giving us no loss. We going 3-0, man. We going on the street.
Every time you say that, you be wrong, bro. Every time. Yo, yeah, y'all finally beat the Sixers, but they also didn't have Embiid. So, or Tobias Harris, for that matter. Yeah, that's kind of crucial. But
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you got to play who's in front of you, and y'all did that. So, you know what I mean, yeah, I got y'all going 1-2. I think y'all get the dub against the Warriors because the Warriors is ass. Uh, but y'all lose to Dallas and y'all lose to Cleveland. Uh, yeah, y'all at home for that Cleveland
Home.
game.
Homestand. Homestead. Yes,
Donovan
and
Mitchell,
yes. Uh-huh.
Donovan Mitchell going for 40 in the Clays, man.
Yes, sir.
Donovan, you heard it here first. Donovan Mitchell, 40 plus points. Put that
go
on
ahead.
your parlay. You know what I mean?
We tired of him,
In the
man.
Clays,
We
in
tired
the
of him.
Clays, 40 plus. Um, for the Knicks, let's do
40
it.
shots to get 40.
Nah, nah, 40, 40 ball. We Tuesday we play the whatchamacallit, the Grizzlies. Where the fuck? Oh, there we go. Tuesday we play the Grizzlies. I think that's a dub. Hopefully we get OG back soon. Elbow information don't seem like that's too serious of a issue. Just sound like a swollen elbow. That could be from hitting stuff. It could be from overexertion, but he should be back soon. And I don't even think we need him to beat the Grizzlies. I think we could beat the Grizzlies with just Jalen Brunson. That's facts. Uh, Dallas. We definitely gonna need OG back for Dallas. Absolutely, 100%. Gonna need him back. If we, because we played them on Thursday. Kyrie gonna be back, and they got Luka. Yeah, we gonna need OG back. That's gonna be a tough game. Do I think we win? All right, I'm gonna put it like this: if we don't have OG, we
He was
probably
game
lose
time
that.
decision, so he should be back. I'm
Yeah,
checking now.
no, he's day to day, but he's been day to day for the last 3-4 games. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
yeah, yeah. If we don't have OG, probably lose that game. If we have OG, probably win that game. So just for the sake of looking at the roster for what it is right now, and I'm assuming that OG won't play. I'm not going to assume that he's playing. We lose that game, and we only got 2 games this week. We play the Pacers Saturday, but we already be back. So I got us 1-1 this week.
Okay. What do you think y'all gonna be above 5? I know y'all gonna continue to be above 500 team, but but I looked at the status. It said Randall out to the 22nd. I don't know how accurate that is, but until he gets back from the 22nd, from now to the 22nd, I imagine y'all got, I don't know, 8
I can
games.
count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, the 22nd we actually have a game, so it's 5 games before the 22nd.
Okay. How many games you think y'all win without Randall? Until Randall come back. So let's say hypothetically he
1,
back that day.
2, 3, 4. I say we win 4 out of the 5 games, and the only loss I'm giving us right now is against the Mavericks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I'm not.
we played them in that time. We played the Grizzlies, the Mavericks, the Pacers, the Rockets, the Magic, and the 22nd is when quote unquote Randall may be back. We play the Sixers. You know what I mean, but we got the 5 games before. I got us one loss,
Okay.
one loss. JB averaging 32 points a game in that time period.
That's open.
He been hooping, bro. I think he averaging like
How you
20.
feel about him being a reserve and not starting over Dame?
Uh, I know. I think he should start, but I know why he didn't start. It's simple.
Wow.
It's simple. Dame has a bigger fan base. He's a household name. He's been an all-star for years.
He rap.
Uh, there's there's people in Middle
Jalen
America.
Brunson can't rap.
There's people in Middle America that don't have a basketball franchise or team, and they love and watch basketball. They vote for Dame Lillard because they know Dame Lillard. And up until this point, they just really started giving JB his credit. But if you remember, for most of the season, the mainstream media has been telling people that Jalen Brunson is not the guy. If you remember, the Knicks don't have a real A1 player. Like, there's people that don't get to watch the Knicks on a night-to-night basis to see for themselves what Jalen Brunson is doing and is going off what these media talk heads are saying. And even when the Bucks haven't been playing well, as soon as Damian Lillard has one good game, they on the talk shows, glazing over. I was about to say something else, but they glazing over Dame Lillard. You know what I mean? They glazing over, and it's all about perception and how things are presented to people who don't get to see it every day, right? Like if Jalen Brunson got the coverage that he deserved this season because he's been playing out of his freaking mind. He's averaging 27, 28 points a game. I can't remember exactly. He's averaging. I'm about to check right now. Hold on.
Well, I got a stat too. I'm about to pull it up too.
Yeah.
But
he's averaging 27 points a game, 6.5 assists on 48% shooting from the field, over 40% from three. The Knicks is having a winning record that's largely because of him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When you look at that and if they covered him on the basis of that, instead of trying to tell people that he's not a number one player or he's too small to be a number one player, I think the votes might have gone differently a little bit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I understand why. Does JB deserve to be a starter? Yeah, but I'm happy they got it right and made him a reserve. I'm happy that I didn't think that we was going to get two people in the All-Star game as a reserve because normally that don't happen. But I'm glad that Julius Randle got back as a reserve because realistically, there's only two forwards that's power forward and small forward in the East that's better than Julius Randle at basketball right now. And that's Giannis and that's Jason Tatum. Other than that, there is no other forward in the East that is better than Julius Randle. So he absolutely deserved to be a reserve. And it's dope to see. I'm happy for my guys, even though Julius can't play in the All-Star game.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man.
Evan Mobley is not better than Julius Randle. What drugs you on, bro? I understand that's your guy. I understand you a Cavs fan and you like Evan Mobley. I'm not saying Evan Mobley is a scrub, but he is not better at basketball than Julius Randle, my boy. I'm sorry. Not right now. Not right now. Not averaging 15 points a game, bro. Not right now. Not averaging 15 points a game. Not right now, bro.
Yeah,
Tell him get his stats up first before we have this conversation, bro. He's not better at basketball. Come on now.
I don't even know why he took it there, man.
We showed y'all that in the playoffs. We got to show you again. You didn't learn the first time. You need a refresher. That's what happened. You need a refresher. We showed y'all this. Yo, Tune In Sports. This is you showed up to the right place because this is what we about. The smoke. We showed y'all in the playoffs. The lights are too bright. The lights are too bright.
Oh, they should have had the Ray-Bans.
We should have had their Ray-Bans. Sunscreen, SP40, sunscreen, all that. Lights too bright.
Oh man, I hope both of y'all lose, man.
Yo, this guy Evan Mobley better than Julius Randle. Cha, ha.
Oh shit! Hold on, I think it's ridiculous. I'll be honest. I hardly ever or never side with Knicks fans, but Randle definitely better than Evan Mobley, man. He is, even if it's just mindset and Randle being the dog more than.
You know, I like receipts. Mobley. Hold on, I need a picture of that. Mm-hmm. Promise it won't happen again. Okay.
I heard they click on the flash and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hold on, I just want.
Now, we play y'all in the playoffs again. We're gonna pack y'all up the same way we packed y'all up last year. Listen, Jalen Brunson is better at basketball than Donovan Mitchell. If you need a reminder before you even type your words, I remind you, packed him up twice in a row in the playoffs. One as a Knick, one not as a Knick. Twice. Sent him home.
I'm staying out of this with 2-in-1 Sports, man. He got some more audacity
Yeah,
talking.
twice.
Get him
So
T-Time. Cook his ass.
our best 2 players is better than your best 2 players. Wait, I'll take it even further. Our best 3 players is better than your best 3 players. And we might be getting Mitchell Robinson back for the off season, before the postseason. I mean, we might be getting him back. We saw how he sunned Jared Allen in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. We saw that. Sunned him. Birthed him and everything. Birthed him and everything. Listen, and I'm explaining to you why. Donovan Mitchell put up gaudy numbers. He does, absolutely, put up gaudy numbers. But when it comes down to making winning basketball plays when it matters, Jalen Brunson is better than Donovan Mitchell. And he packed him up twice. Played better, outplayed him twice in a row in the playoffs when they head-to-head. Outplayed. Both times they played in the playoffs, Jalen Brunson was the best person on the court when he was playing against Donovan Mitchell. You can't argue facts, bro. These are best players. You can bring up the numbers. Best player when they played each other, bro.
Throw in the damn towel. Yo, rest in peace to Carl Weathers. Rest in peace to Carl Weathers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Throw in the damn towel.
Yeah, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
Sports.
Yo, listen, I hope. And you know, I was hoping too. I was like, when I was doing it, when in my mind, when I run through my playoff run, and I'm like, oh man, teams that I hope we play to make it easier for us. Y'all in my mind, bro. Like, I hope we play the Cavs because we're gonna pack them up. You feel me? Like that's how my mind. That's how I view your team. Hope we play the Cavs because I know we're gonna win. That's how I view that. Just saying. If we healthy
in the calendar.
If we healthy, know we gonna win. No, we gonna win. Not a
move
doubt.
Around. He told you move around, KVN. Move around.
Not a doubt. Darius Garland had one good game in the playoffs, started rocking that whack-ass Cavs chain that y'all had. He thought he was somebody and disappeared for the rest of the series. Disappeared for the rest of the series. Y'all in the locker room, one playoff win, taking pictures. And your man disappeared the rest of the series. Darius Garland is not him, bro. He's not him. I'm sorry. He's not him, bro.
Well, there you have it. You asked for a 2-in-1 Sports, 2-in Sports 1. I'm actually waiting for your next comment. But before we get there,
you said you had a stat. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, my stat was everyone except Cam and Fox are all-stars on this list I'm about to mention. Only players scoring more points per minute than Cam Thomas this season are Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Giannis, Stephen Curry, Donovan Mitchell, Nikola Jokic, Devin Booker, Fox, like I said, KD, and Jalen Brunson. This is the company that he's in. And again, it's because they played more game and had more opportunity. Cam Thomas is a 30-point scorer in this league. And that's just what it is. Not saying he a better scorer than anybody on this list, but his numbers are jaded. He's a 30-point scorer in this league. Trust me.
Yeah, I ain't got no smoke for Cam Thomas. I think he's really good at scoring the basketball. Really good. I think he take horrible shots sometimes. I think he take too many tough shots. That's my problem.
Better. Yeah, he's gotten better with that.
Yeah, I think he takes too many tough shots, but he's a tough shot maker. You feel me? So what tough shot makers do? They take tough shots. Yeah, Jack Vaughn need to be fired too because the treatment of the Cam Thomas is disgusting. You don't treat
it's gotten better, but it was a strained relationship for a long time. But it's gotten better.
It's nasty work, bro. Now, from the comment the quote from Jack Vaughn you said earlier, still don't make me believe that if the team is 100% healthy, he's gonna give Cam Thomas the requisite minutes. Like you even said it yourself, DFS is injured, somebody else is injured. So he's
Yeah.
giving he's giving minutes to Cam Thomas because these guys is out. You know what I mean? Like if DFS come back, who's to say that Cam Thomas is going to continue to get these minutes? And if Ben playing, that Cam Thomas is going to continue to get these minutes, bro. I think it's more out of necessity than him wanting to do it. You feel me? Like he's doing it because he has to. Because if he plays anybody else over Cam Thomas, I think Net fans is going to burn down the Barclays Center and drag Jack Vaughn out by his feet. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
yeah, but no, even the Cam Thomas, I think what they would consider him loud. At halftime, we were up big, and that's the first game he started in a while. So they asked him. They said, "Cam, what's going on?" He said, I'm playing my game. It helps us as a team, and we're up by 22 because of it." So on the other hand, you got Jalen Green, who had shooting woes. He wasn't playing good at all. But I think Ime had came out and said, "Nah, Ime, Jalen Green not playing well, but we're gonna still go to him. That's our guy." Those kind of sentiments. Case in point is Cam Thomas will back himself in these post-game interviews in the media if he don't get the support from Jack Vaughn. But last season, I heard Cam Thomas speak on how important it is to have your coach believe in you. Hence why I thought Jalen Brunson would do well with his pops being the coach. Not to say that any slight at Tommy Thibodeau, but to say that when the coach supports the player and believes in the player, like a father figure or a real father in this scenario, circumstances, they really excel. If you know what I'm saying. So I want to see that for Cam Thomas. I think he's done enough for the Brooklyn Nets to feel confident that he's our guy. He's our guy. You know what I'm saying? We should go forward building around Cam Thomas. He's our guy. Y'all drafted him. Y'all gave him the opportunity to come to the NBA. Let that man show you that he appreciates the being drafted by the Brooklyn Nets. Treat him right. Do better by Cam Thomas.
Yeah. That's just the thing. Your coach has not shown that he believes in Cam Thomas. You feel me? He hasn't shown that. You know what I mean? Excuse me. And that's just the thing. You feel me? On the other hand, you got Coach Tommy T, you know what I mean? Who was just the coach of the month, by the way. You got players like Deuce McBride, somebody who's pretty much for his first 2 years in the NBA has got little to no playing time, except for when there's injuries. When we traded Emmanuel quickly, immediately, the front office extended him for 3 years. Now he's getting crucial minutes and he's been playing well. In the crunch time, been making some real tough shots in some of these games where we've been understaffed, and he's been having to play in the fourth quarter. His offense is starting to come along. He's shooting amazingly from 3-point range, and you only get that confidence from, especially for somebody who's been sitting on the bench as long as he has, if the coach has shown you that, hey, I believe in you, kid, and the front office throwing you some bread. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't a whole bunch of bread. I think he's getting like 3-point-something million for the next 3 years or something like that. But still,
I know he was he had a two-way contract, right? He played for the Westchester Knicks. So he has a whole journey on getting that contract.
Yeah. Now he's an official NBA player. Can sleep easy at night. You know what I mean? Knowing that he gonna be in the NBA for at least the next few years, right? And you can see that confidence translating on the court. And onto a bigger player like Julius Randle, when Coach Tommy T got here and instilled that confidence in Julius Randle that, hey, we ain't got nobody else that could, initiate their own offense. We're going to run through offense through you. And he excelled. I mean, we had that one regression year, but he's still a 20-10 guy, even in that regression year. And then you go back to the last 2 years. This year, the year before, All-Star, All-NBA. This year, All-Star, when he comes back from injury and he continues to play that he was the way he was before injury, he's going to be All-NBA yet again. That only happens when you have a coach like Coach Tibbs who believe in you. You know what I mean? Oh, and there's another thing too. There's been some old Knick players that have been taking shots at Coach Tibbs and Julius. Theo Penson, he was former Knick.
I remember Theo Penson. Yeah, what did he say?
So a while ago, him and Reggie Bullock, this is a while ago, this one happened, but something else happened recently. They was like, yeah, Tibbs, he'll hold you accountable on defense. He holds everybody accountable on defense. And then Theo Penson was like, except for Julius Randle, and they started laughing. And I'm like, yo, bro, I just watched the whole video of somebody crossed you up, made you lay flat on the earth and stepped over you, kept his dribble, and went to the basket and laid you up. And you talk about defense? I ain't never seen Julius Randle get stepped over after getting crossed up and laid up like that. Never seen it happen. But then he had Alfred Payton on his podcast, and they were talking, and they was talking about Tibbs and all that stuff and da. And more of the story is Alfred Payton was like, yeah, but we ain't gonna dwell too much talking about him. And then Theo Penson started laughing, and I'm like, yo, bro, all three of y'all are out of the league. Mm-hmm. All three of y'all. So it ain't Tibbs. It ain't Tibbs. Theo Penson. The only reason why you was on team is because you were a great teammate. You clap it up really nice. You clap it up and celebrate on the bench with the best of them. Hall of Fame in that regard. Hall of Fame.
Shout out to Theo Penson.
Yeah, Hall of Fame. And woo! That's what you do good.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about players, when you're talking about a coach who's clearly going into the Hall of Fame after he retires, right? When you talk about a player who's a billion quadrillion times better than you ever will be in your whole entire life, you would never be as good as Julius Randle was in a year that we didn't make the playoffs. And that was a bad season for him. Theo Penson wish he go to sleep at night. He was like, I wish I could have had a season like that. 20 points, 10 rebounds. I wish I could have done that. But you want to sit on your podcast at home. No, you're not at home. You play for a G League team. On your G League team, wishing that you could have been what Julius Randle was, wishing that Coach Tommy T would have put you in a game just once.
I gotta say, it is kind of funny to know that he's still in the NBA on the G League talking about an NBA coach. I mean, he must have said, fuck it. I'm not going back to the NBA. I mean, there gotta be some kind of, how you say, what is the word, man? Some kind of fine line knowing not to speak on NBA coaches on your podcast. I forget the word I'm trying to use. But that being said, he don't care. I think he love that podcast. And that's another thing. These NBA players with these podcasts, man, it's just like our podcast. And my thing is for them to talk about the game and be so vocal about it. But the truth is that the real thing that I think they don't want to speak on is sometimes the refs, because they can't. They get fined as the activity goes on. But just speaking on players, I let it hear the shit talk from like a Pat Bev, I guess. But nah, man, while you active in the NBA, I really don't want to watch a podcast. I kind of just want to recap the games you're in. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me, man. I don't want to be long.
Yeah. I got mad smoke for all the podcasts. I got whatchamacallit. I don't know if I spoke about this on here, but with Gilbert Arenas and McCann, and then I don't know, them two, they gotta relax. Now, No Chill Gil, when he was at the top of his game, phenomenal. I'm not going to even, but that was about for a span of 2 years. Mm-hmm. That was the max of the height of his abilities. 2 years. Like, there's not even enough people to even remember that span of time. Like, you have to be like in your 30s now to even remember when Gilbert Arenas was good. Like, because it was just that small of a window. But yet you talk about players who's like, he talk about Julius Randle. Julius Randle at this stage has had a better career than you.
Mm-hmm.
Undeniably, Julius Randle has had a better career than you. Then you talk about like Jalen Brunson and the Knicks need that. No, this is the quote that he used. If the Knicks offered Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson for Jalen Green right now, the Rockets would say no. Like, what? He's not that nice yet. Maybe he will one day, but he's not that nice though. He's not. He's not that guy, bro. Not yet. And the talk, like the disrespect for both Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. You know, Julius Randle,
You
two-time
said
all
Jalen Green from Houston?
the young boy. Yeah.
Bro, I just did a whole stream the other day that said Cam Thomas is the best scorer, not player, scorer in that draft. Jalen Green was drafted number 2. A whole Houston fan came on my page. I won't say I cooked them. He did his best, but at the end of the night, I think Cam Thomas won that. Cam Thomas is the best scorer in that draft, man.
So to further my point, Jalen Green is averaging 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists on 41% shooting.
Light work.
This is what I'm saying the disrespect comes from. Bro. And don't get me started on McCants. My boy, he was never that guy. Never. I think he averaged over 15 points a game one time his whole career, and I think his career in the NBA only lasted a 5-year span. That's it.
I know.
That's it. But yet, you on Gilbert Arenas' podcast wearing a crown. What in the world have you ever been the king of? The king of overseas basketball, maybe? So look, so boom, boom, boom. Now. To mention Gilbert Arenas' accolades, right? And me saying that Julius Randle had a better career than Gilbert Arenas. So at the end of everything for Gilbert Arenas, he was a 3-time NBA All-Star. Julius Randle 3-time. 3-time All-NBA team. Julius Randle gonna be 3-time this year by the end of the season. NBA Most Improved Player, right? That's they're on par. And Gilbert Arenas had more time being the number 1 guy on his team, right? And Julius Randle's career not even over yet. Not even by far. Julius Randle just turned 29. He got at least another 5 to 6 years of basketball. So, again, when you talk, and if I'm not mistaken, Gilbert Arenas ain't never won a playoff series, ever. Right? So, again, when you're talking about people who are better than you, you should do that kind of respectfully. For you to fix your face and say that Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle is not even worth Jalen Green is ridiculous, bro. And then to get on your podcast and double down on that dumb shit is disgusting. Candace Parker, too. I like Candace Parker. But she gets on TV and go, yeah, you know, Jalen Brunson had a good first round last year. Second round, not so much. Like, then the Knicks fans corrected her, like, yo, what's up? You're wrong. Jalen Brunson averaged like 36 points a game in that second round. I forgot the exact numbers, but it was a very impressive second round. We lost in 6, right? And instead of her being like, yeah, you know what, my bad, he did have a good second round, she doubles down on it and go in and mention what Becky Harmon said, that he's too small to be a championship leader. Listen, the reason why that's cap, Isaiah Thomas proved that's cap. Undersized guard, leader of a team, 2-time champion, right? Then they go Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson didn't have a team. It was Allen Iverson and a whole bunch of defenders going against Shaq and Kobe Bryant. Like, and if you go look at any other guard that led a team that was really good and that didn't win a championship, you could look at the team that they played on and be like, I see why. This team wasn't really that good.
Mm-hmm.
He was good, but this team wasn't.
Facts.
So, yeah, I got smoked with all the media not giving us our flowers. They starting to now because they ain't got no choice. You know, they started to now because they ain't got no choice. But yeah, I got smoked for all of them.
Yeah, nah, I mean, they ain't really talking about us much. They took our national televised games, and I'm saying we pretty much, it is what it is with us at this point. Again, I think next week we probably be in the media because of the trade deadline. I don't see us keeping it the way it is because of the health of Ben Simmons. I don't even think we would be in trade conversations heavy if Ben Simmons was healthy, but he's not. And as a fan, we can't expect him to be healthy, not after this sample size, of 48 games. You know what I mean? He played less than 10 games out of 48. As a fan, again, we just tired. We exhausted. So we want to see somebody reliable. And if we could get DeJounte Murray, that'd be dope. Somebody else said Tyus Jones from the Wizards. I guess he's adequate. He's available. He's low. He has a good assist turnover ratio. And somebody that could help facilitate and find McCall and Cam. Sure. But he's a small guard, so I'm not heavy on it. But I don't want to see us wait this long to get Tyus Jones. Like, come on, bro. I was wrong about Cam Thomas going to be a all-star this season. I thought he could have been if he would have got the minutes and opportunity. He didn't, for real. They put him on a bench, and they look at his numbers. He averaged 20. He's not a 20-point scorer. Even in a report, a reporter asked him, like, yo, you average 20, but you could really average like 27. And he was like, exactly. You know what I mean? And he answered professionally afterwards. But if you know Cam Thomas, he's more than a 20-point scorer. He could actually score 25 to 30 points a game, a night. So, but that's all I got. You know what I mean? Y'all heard my predictions. I got us coming back 3-0. And it's more optimism. We didn't beat the Cavs at all this season. I think the Mavs are gonna be a tough act. I mean, they play at the Barclays. We play them at home. So yeah, they're gonna be a tough team. I know Kyrie is expected to come back, but I don't think we beat them in a while neither. Dallas and the Cavs been giving us a hard time for like the last few games. So yeah, I hope we beat them too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tune In Sports One. We could link up and we could do a pre-cap to it and a recap to it. You see how my panel give it up. It's hostile over there. Maybe it could just be me and you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want. You know what I'm saying? How you on the panel like that? You know what I mean? It get rough.
Yeah, because Leaf gonna yell at you the whole time and not let you talk.
Shout the long-winded Leaf, man. Shout the long-winded. I call him long-winded Leaf, man.
Yo, much love to Leaf, but bro, Leaf don't let nobody talk, bro. Like, yo, we having a debate. You know how that works, right? Like, I get my point across, you get your point across, and we go back and forth. Pause. Not every time You finish talking, I start talking, you start talking again.
Mm. Right, yeah, no, shout to Leaf. So, but yeah,
Nah.
to the point, it'll probably just be me and Tuning Sports One on the panel. We could get to it, man. We play out later this week, man. You could find me in my Gmail and on my page on the Big Fan Breezy page, or even on this. I check the email to this too. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
and I guess you could find Tea Time here if you wanted to link with him and do some content with him
Yeah.
on the same email. Yeah, man.
Yo,
But
what you
that's all
call
I
it?
got. That's all I
Yeah,
got. I got so we come back.
Tune in. Yo, we well, next time we play, that's the I said March 3rd. Yeah, let's link so we could do cross brand pod, you know what I mean? So I could talk my shit live and direct, you heard?
I'm pulling up for that. I'll be in the chat for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but holla at me. You know what I mean? We out of here?
happy Black History Month, but it's
Absolutely,
black,
all day in
we
America.
creating Black history all the time. 365. Shout to Reflex Radio. We made history with Reflex Radio with this podcast. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think it's just going to get better. I think this podcast is going to grow. I think it's going to get better. And shout out to Tea Time and me for being consistent as we are for 3-4 seasons in a row. This shit is hard. I just make it look good. I'm playing. But this shit is not easy. You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate y'all. Don't get me twisted. I really do got love for the support that we get from the Knicks fans and the Nets fans. Yeah, man. I don't want to lose to the Knicks and I don't want to miss the playoffs. That's where I'm at right now. Until next time, we gotta fight back. Let's fight to get to 500.
We got 2 more games left, huh?
Yeah, those are playoff implication games. I didn't even want to mention that because we just got to get back in the winning column consistently at this point. But those games gonna have playoff implications. Those games are like in April. So
yeah. Oh, they in April? I bet because I'm looking.
Yeah, and they like a week apart or something like that.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. We should be good and healthy at that time too. Oh,
yeah, remember I call upset. We want to upset somebody in those playoffs, man. I'm telling you, man.
Ain't gonna be us.
Some team. Hold on. The next time we play y'all, to be exact, is it's not February. I don't think we play y'all this month.
Nah, we don't play in March neither. I don't think.
We play March 23rd at the Garden, and we play the second to last game, April 12th, at the Garden. Those games gonna have playoff implications, man. Yo, the tickets are $147 for the last, and $185.
It's in the Garden. Expensive.
Man, expensive ass whooping. Only one team to win. Only one team.
Yeah, you know what's gonna happen.
Nah, we gonna see.
Yo,
I don't even know how our roster gonna look at the end of this week. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You remember? You watched Breaking before? Big Fan Breezy, the movie.
What?
the movie Breaking. Movie? Yeah,
a long time ago. Yeah.
You remember the Genuine So Anxious video?
I mean, I never thought the grown man would ask me this, but yeah.
Look, there's a part. There's a part where he. There's a part where Genuine.
That's for all the other sneezes too, man.
Yeah, there's a part when Genuine emulated that movie Breaking, when he's outside sweeping up and dancing. That's what the Knicks is going to do to y'all this season.
That's funny. We gotta see, man. I think Macau wants some get back, man. He gotta want some get back.
I think Macau want to come and play for the Knicks.
He was talking shit about y'all the other day. He was like, yo, Knicks fans acting like they did something. They ain't win since 73. He was on a podcast with Mello and
you know what's bad funny?
Merrill or Jesus.
Somebody saying that we ain't won since 73 and they never won. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's never won a championship. He's not a champion. He's not.
No, I'm just saying what he said. You know what I mean? But he's trying to be. I think he's gonna want to be. I think he wants.
I think everybody wants to be a champion, but it doesn't happen. You feel me?
See. Yeah, I call it Eastern Conference Finals. So we gonna see.
Yeah. I think that's a real possibility for us.
Okay.
ECF is a real possibility for us, you heard? So
I got no
we gonna see. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that pulled up.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
I gotta go get right. I gotta go take some allergy medicine. I'll holler at y'all, man.
All right. Hit the like button, y'all. We catch y'all
You already.
Saturday. Peace.